Hilltop Artists is celebrating their 30th anniversary. Wow, here in Tacoma. Please join me in welcoming back Dr. Kimberly Keith. You are still the amazing executive director of Hilltop Artists. And we're just going to call this Hilltop at 30. 30-something. Remember 30-something?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, absolutely. So, my dear, 30 years. So, for people who haven't figured out that little corner where over there on Sprague across from Starbucks and they see all of this activity happening, tell us what Hilltop Artists does.
Hilltop Artists is a youth development organization that uses art to engage young people, particularly from the Hilltop. And so we connect youth with glass in order to get them to better futures. Better futures of staying in school, getting an education, yes, like this glass around
The glass
here.
we have on our set, yes.
Yeah, and we work with students who, starting at 12 years old, going up to 26 years old. We have programs at both Hilltop Heritage Middle School, Silas High School, and our programs include daytime electives, after-school programs, summer programs, evening programs. We work very closely with Tacoma Public Schools, and our work is career and technical education. And so some of our students get into a pathway where they will eventually become glass artists and people that work in glass. But if not, they still get the experience of doing a team-oriented activity where they're learning verbal communication, nonverbal communication, how to be a part of a team and how to rely on each other and how important that is. And those are all transferable skills to any kind of work and life.
Well, we're watching the Olympics right now.
Yeah.
Doesn't it start when you're in 7th grade and you're learning how to blow glass? Yeah,
Yes.
it does, absolutely. You have, I want to talk about some of the ways that you have evolved. And one of them is a matching fund campaign. Tell us about that.
Well, this is our 30th anniversary.
Yay!
And so Hilltop Artists really started as a dream of some community activists and educators, along with Dale Chihuly and Kathy Kaparick. And so it started as a hangout space, a drop-in center, something for youth to do. And this was in the summer of 1994. Now, fast forward 30 years, we have all these programs I was just describing to you. So we're a much bigger organization, and we do a lot more in-depth education and work with young people. And so for our 30th anniversary, the Dale and Leslie Chihuly Foundation have gifted us with a $30,000 matching grant challenge.
Wow.
And so we are just now rolling that out to folks. And so we're going to invite the community to help us reach that goal. We would like, a 1-to-1 match, but in my heart, I would like a 2-to-1 match. And so
there we go.
Anybody that would like to give part of $60,000 to Hilltop Artists, that would be greatly appreciated. And I know we don't often talk about like the administrative and the cost and everything, but I just do want to say that we now have 18 staff. We have 2 programs. We work with 650 kids each year. So if you can imagine the cost of that, the material cost of clear glass, colored glass, paying for professional staff salaries, we just grow and grow and grow. And so our budget this year has reached the $2 million mark. And so we need all the support and the help that we can get to, really be able to pay our staff a living wage and to continue providing these programs. For those folks that don't know, all of our programs are offered tuition free.
There you go.
So no student ever has to pay for being at Hilltop Artists and learning these skills. And then we also have a full-time outreach services manager. So if our students need help negotiating being unhoused or needing food or needing tutoring or glasses or anything like that, we have a person on staff that helps with all of those different issues for the students and the family. And so when I say youth development, we are working with the whole child.
Sure.
And we are working with any aspect of support and education that those students need.
Yeah, cradle college career.
Definitely.
There it is, absolutely.
Definitely.
So this match that Dale Chihuly and
Leslie.
and Leslie are a part of, what will it go towards? Give us an idea. What's on the list of things we're going to buy?
Well, when we say general operating, our general operating includes each year we need about $32,000 worth of clear glass. So
Wow.
that's batch.
Okay.
That's what gets melted in the furnace. And then we need color to add to
Of
that.
course.
That's another $20,000 or so. So just when we think of the consumable materials, and then rods of glass for flame working, flat glass for fusion. Just if we think about consumable glass material, that's a big expense for us. And then we need hand tools, and we need paddles, and there's so many things that go into glass making.
Yes.
And then not to mention maintaining equipment. And just next week, we're going to be getting a new furnace.
Yoo-hoo!
Yes, we've been
Just
raising.
in time for back to school.
Yeah, just in time for back to
Yeah.
school. But we've been raising funds for that for 3 years now. And a furnace, it's not like an oven you can go to Costco and buy one.
It's not like an air fryer.
You order it, you put a down payment on it, it is handmade, then they bring it up from, I think it's North Carolina or South Carolina, install it. You know, we work with all of the school district folks for operations and electric, and the furnace itself is about $86,000. And you need to
My
replace them every
goodness.
10 to 15 years.
And tell us what you're doing with the old furnace.
Our old furnace, we are going to be able to donate that to an alumni who is starting his own glass studio.
Okay, that is a win-win.
It is. It's a win-win-win.
Absolutely. So we have your annual breakfast coming up in October. Tell us about that.
Our luncheon that's coming up in
sorry.
October, yes. The Better Futures Luncheon,
Yes.
that is coming up, and that's our main fundraiser. It's going to be at the Bicentennial Pavilion at the Hotel Murano on October 1st.
Okay.
10:30. If you get there
Be
at
there.
10:30, you have a chance to get some of those pumpkins.
Those pumpkins, I mean, there are not fist fights, because people who love glass, I think, are more gentle than that. But boy, you should see the elbowing that goes on at that table.
Yes.
Last 30 seconds, who do we need to thank?
We need to thank Tacoma Creates. We need to thank all of our supporters and sponsors. We need to thank Crafting the Future for all of the partnership activities this year. There are so many wonderful family foundations and individuals that support us and make this dream happen. Thank you to all of you. I'm sorry I can't name everybody
Anybody who
individually.
touched the program, mwah.
Yes,
Big
thank
dating
you.
game kisses. Thank you to you, too.
Thank you.
I love having you on the comfy couch, and I can't wait to see more of you as we get closer to our luncheon. So
Yes.
you take care of you, and I'm going to go talk about Pet of the Week. How's that?
Oh, right on. That's
yeah,
one of
because
my
we have a Pet
favorites.
of the Week. Speaking of beautiful Pet of the Week, stay with us. Later on the show, we're going to introduce you to a dog who is partially bred for hunting bears. Yep. But these days, he likes to stop and smell the roses. Stay with us.